The story of LA Knight begins not in the bright lights of major wrestling promotions, but in the gritty, often overlooked world of independent wrestling. Before he was known as LA Knight, he went by various monikers, each representing a different chapter in his journey. His early days were defined by relentless determination, a fierce desire to prove himself, and a willingness to grind through the ranks in an industry that rewards only the most tenacious. Knight's entry into professional wrestling was not an overnight success. He started with small promotions, wrestling in front of modest crowds, often in makeshift arenas. These early years were crucial, as they shaped his in-ring style and character. He was determined to stand out in a crowded field of aspiring wrestlers. Knight adopted a brash, confident persona, one that would later become his trademark. During this period, Knight trained rigorously, honing his skills and learning the nuances of professional wrestling. He studied the greats who came before him, blending their styles with his unique approach. His work ethic was unparalleled, and slowly but surely, he began to make a name for himself on the independent circuit. After years of grinding on the independent scene, Knight's big break came when he was signed by WWE's developmental territory, NXT. This was a crucial turning point in his career. NXT, known for its focus on pure wrestling and character development, was the perfect platform for Knight to showcase his talents on a larger stage. Debuting under the name Eli Drake, Knight quickly became one of the most compelling characters in NXT. His promo skills were unmatched, and he possessed a natural charisma that resonated with the audience. He could captivate a crowd with just a microphone in hand, a skill that set him apart from many of his peers. His catchphrases such as "yeah" and "let me talk to ya" became instantly recognizable, further endearing him to fans. In the ring, Knight's style was a blend of technical prowess and hard-hitting aggression. He was versatile, able to adapt to different opponents and match types, which made him a valuable asset in the NXT roster. His matches were often highlights of the weekly NXT shows, and his popularity began to soar. Knight's time in NXT was marked by several high-profile feuds and matches that solidified his reputation as a top-tier talent. However, despite his success, Knight's journey in NXT was not without its challenges. The competition was fierce, and the pressure to perform was immense. Yet, Knight thrived under these conditions, proving time and again that he was destined for greatness. After his initial run in NXT, Knight made the bold decision to leave WWE and explore other opportunities. This led him to Impact Wrestling, where he reinvented himself and truly began to flourish as a performer. Under the ring name Eli Drake, Knight quickly became one of the top stars in Impact Wrestling, showcasing his abilities on a global stage. Knight's tenure in Impact Wrestling was a turning point in his career. He was given the freedom to fully develop his character and explore new storylines, which allowed him to connect with audiences in a way he hadn't before. His promos became even sharper, his in-ring work more polished, and his confidence grew with each passing week. One of the defining moments of Knight's career in Impact Wrestling was his run as the Impact World Champion. Winning the championship was a validation of all the hard work he had put in over the years. As champion, Knight carried the promotion on his back, delivering outstanding matches and compelling promos that kept fans invested in his reign.